ready to begin. Okay, a little better crowd this week, but I hope everybody did their homework so that you're caught up. We're going to do a little bit of review, but the kind of reviewing we're doing is concentrating on the sounds. So again, we go through the alphabet, and here is the here are the sounds that are made by the particular letters. Ah. All right, don't be shy. Just repeat what silly sound you hear coming from my voice. Ah.
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 B. B. G. G. D. D. E. Remember to be careful to distinguish between and a, because in Greek the sounds are differentiated by this letter. This letter is the e sound, a short e sound in phonetics, and this letter, of course, never sounds like e. It always sounds like eh, or it sometimes might sound like in a word where you might, particularly if it begins with a letter of this letter, like the word episkopos, beginning with an epsilon. It has actually a schwa sound to begin with. Most of the time, though, you can differentiate this letter, the sound that it makes, by that eh sound. D. D. Remember, it's a combination of the D and the Z. D and the Z sound. Z. A.
A.
Okay, don't be confused with this with the letter H. This does not have the H sound. This is the A, long A sound, the Ada, and the A. The short, the Ada is confusing on both ends. It looks more like a H in its capital form, and in its lowercase form it looks more like an N that somebody got carried away with. But remember the A sound. Th. Th. Words like theology and therapy. All are based on Greek words, and they have that th sound. Remember not to distinguish, not to get that confused with the sound, the hard th. E.
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 Or it may sometimes sound like I. This is the iota. Remember I said it's not an iota in Greek, it's an iota. K. K. Finally, a letter that looks like it sounds in English. So this is the kappa, and this is always a hard K sound, not a softer or a more guttural sound. This is a K. Kappa. Ooh. Ooh. Lambda having the L sound, the sound that the L makes in English. And then Another strange character, but it does have a similar sound, the sound that we're used to, the M sound, the moo, and then Uppercase, we have no problem with it, but when we get to that lowercase, remember it gets weird. This is the lowercase nu, the sound. Xi. Xi. We would make this sound in English with the letter X. But we reserve that letter for something else in Greek. So this is the xi, uppercase, and the xi, like the X in wax. Ah,
Ah.
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 Remember, this is one of the O sounds, and this is the lowercase or the short O sound in phonetics. The ah, like ah in hot or nod, not the O as in hope or goal. P, p, p. Odd looking characters, but the sound is familiar. This is the P sound of the P letter. R. R. This is the Rho, and it has an R sound. S. S. And S. These are all forms of the sigma, which has that S sound. T. T. The tau with the T sound. Ooh. Ooh. Don't say y. This is the ooh. This is the upsilon, and the lowercase makes it a little clearer that that's what you do it with. Oftentimes when you're reading commentaries, they will use a letter Y for the upsilon in the what they call a transliteration. That is when they transliterate the Greek word into English letters. They'll use the letter Y, and it goes back to this fact that it's an upsilon. But it does always have that oo sound. So whenever you encounter that letter Y in the commentaries as you read them, or books that happen to mention Greek words, you can be pretty sure that what they're meaning is that oo sound. Thief. This is the F sound. And this is a he. It's a sort of halfway between an H and a K. If it helps to think about it that way, you're softening out your K or hardening out an H to make it more like the sound of somebody trying to clear their throat. He.
Like an angry cat.
Psi. Pepsi. The PS sound. I don't know why they have another character for the sound that could have been made by adding P with a sigma, but they do. So live and learn, accept, respect. Okay? Psi. O.
Oh.
This is the final letter, and this is that other O sound. This is the long O, omega O, and the short, the lowercase form of it, O. Now, when we start combining sounds, or combining some of the symbols for the vowels, we're going to come up with some other vowel sounds. In every language that I know of, they do it, and they call it diphthongs. And so we're going to look at this now. Some combined letters, particularly the vowels here, that produce separate sounds. Some of them are quite easy. You can see how they're a combination of sounds. Others, you don't know where they come from, but this is how it's done. The double consonants, okay, let's start there. There are only